Hi, on your machine, on your Linux machine, you can install a virtual manager, so you can install other softwares. In this case, we will install the virtual manager depending on your Linux distro. In my case, I'm using Ubuntu, so I will copy this code, go to the terminal, paste the code, then download the virtual manager. Once it is downloaded and installed, then I can go to that virtual manager, open it, and then it will be open. Now here I need to be already downloading the ISO of the operating system that I wish to install. In my case, I want to install on the virtual machine, I want to install a Ubuntu 24. So I will go select the ISO of that Ubuntu here, then I can choose which Ubuntu I want to install. In my case, Ubuntu 24. Once it is done, click next. Then here I need to select how much I should allocate of memory and CPU. I will keep the default as they are. Then I will allocate what size on my hard disk I want to allocate for this operating system. I will keep the defaults. Now you can give a name for your virtual operating system. Then you go for next. Now the installation process is just as normal as you can do any installation of Ubuntu on any device. Exactly the same, no any differences. You select the language, then you select Wi-Fi, you select the location of your device, you select just an ordinary selection or an ordinary installation of a Ubuntu operating system on an ordinary device. Nothing different in this case. Now, sometimes you download the updates while you download the operating system, totally up to you. Now, once we select our credentials and password, select our location, and once you are satisfied with all these selections, you can start the installation. Once the installation is complete, you restart the system, and then your Ubuntu will restart. Press enter in this case, then enter the password. Once the system starts, you will have a Ubuntu on a virtual machine. Now, sometimes you will get a black screen. You don't get this screen. So in this case, you go to the virtual manager and do a reboot. But in our case now, everything is okay. The system is have shown, the Ubuntu is showing normal, but just in case if you get a black screen, you just reboot the system, and then you will have your system showing just like this one. Now you can control the system from this drop down. You can pause it, you can delete it, even you can delete the entire image of this system. So here you can control the operating system that you have installed on the virtual machine. Now if you wish to install a Postgresql server on the terminal, you can do this. You can sudo apt-get install Postgresql. Now, why do you need to install it? Because sometimes, all the times, you don't have to make the changes on your production version. But so you need to create a copy of that, your production database on a virtual machine, do any test, do any changes, replication, partitioning, creating tables, anything, make the test. Once the test is completed, you are satisfied, then you can apply these changes on your production database.